Everybody, it's Miss Beck here, and today we're going to be doing a math lesson. And we have a little warm up before we do that. It's one of our math routines, along with our math routine that we've been doing of calendar and weather, and counting the days of school. So we've had 3 math routines: calendar, weather, and counting the days of school. This is the next math routine, and this is called survey. Can everybody say survey? A survey is when you ask people what they think and they tell you the answer, and then you record the answer in some sort of graph. The question that you ask can be anything. So today Ms. Beck's going to ask a question, and then within your class and online, we're going to answer the question. The information we collect is called data. Data will be, in this case, it'll be a yes or no answer. And it will be how many people said yes to the question and how many people said no to the question. We'll be recording our data on a T-chart. And it's called a T-chart because it looks like a T. So here's my question today for our survey. It says, did you play outside this weekend? Yes or no? I hope the answer is yes, because it was a beautiful weekend. Maybe you had an opportunity to go outside just for a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If you're in class, I want you to think about if you went outside this weekend, yes or no. And when your teacher calls your name, you're going to respond with yes or no. And she is going to record your answers by placing a mark in the column yes or a mark in the column no. If you are online, send your answer to your teacher. Simply yes or no. Did you play outside this weekend? Yes or no. And guess what, boys and girls? Your sound block can count. So we're going to have a whole lot of yeses. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to look at this data, and we're going to see how many people played outside. Okay, friends, that's awesome. Now, the next routine we're going to do is called a number talk. So every day when we've been doing our math, we have been talking about different numbers. And we've done that in a lot of different ways. Today, we're going to do it with a number of the day. And the number of the day, boys and girls, today is the number 7. So I'm going to write a number 7 on my number sheet, and I'm going to say the rhyme as I write it, and then I'll show you. Cross the sky and down from heaven. That's the way we make a 7. So today our number is 7. Can you hold up a quiet finger and make a 7? Ready? Cross the sky and down from heaven. That's the way we make a 7. Very good. Now Miss Beck is going to look at this lovely number 7, and I'm going to draw a set of 7. Remember, a set is just a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boys and girls, I want you to count with me. I'm going to touch each one and point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 and 1 more. So today our number is the number 7. I like the number 7. That's a pretty good number. So we have this sheet now that we're going to explore. And on this sheet, we're going to explore the numbers that are 1 more and 1 less than 7. We're going to show some tally marks and the number word. So on the first blank, we're going to say that our number is, do you remember? 7. Okay, there's several different ways to do this. I'm going to show you the first way. And boys and girls, with math, you can come at it from many different ways. So if there's a way that you understand it, make sure you tell whoever you're working with or your teacher, because you may understand something differently than someone else and you might be able to get the right answer. And that's okay. There's not just one way to do things, okay? So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to find the number that is 1 more than the number 7, okay? So the first way is to look at a number strip or number line. And then this is the one we have, and this is the ones you have at home. So what you do is you count and you find your number. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's my number? 7. So I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to put a line under the number 7. That way I know that that is my number, the number 7. Now, to look for the number that is 1 more than 7, I must go to the right. So let's see, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to the right, 8. 1 more than 7 is 8. Another way to think about this, boys and girls, might be with our counters or with our cube trains. Beck is realizing now that she has given some things away. So let's do popsicle sticks. Okay, so to start out with the popsicle sticks, I need my number for the day, and that is the number 7. So let's see what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It works great with popsicle sticks. Now, remember when we told the math mascot to give us 1 more? All right, you guys tell Miss Beck to give you 1 more. I'll do it. 1 more popsicle stick. So I can physically add 1 more to my set. Now, I do remember how many are in my hand. Do you remember how many are in my hand? 7. But if I'm thinking, and I can't think what number comes after 7, I could start all over in my head, or I can place that number in my brain and count on. So however it is that you have to do it right now is fine. So let me show you the first way. I know I have 7, 7, 8. So I hold the number 7 and I say 1 more. Or if I just couldn't remember what number came next, I could go ahead and just count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 more is 8. All right, now I'm going to show you the other way to find 1 less, and I'll show you with the popsicle sticks since I have those first, okay? So we're starting with the number 7. And when I did 1 more, I put another popsicle stick, right? Do you know what I'm going to do if I do 1 less, 1 smaller? I'm going to take away a popsicle stick. So I have 7 popsicle sticks, and I'm going to take 1 away because less means smaller. When I take 1 physically away, let's see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 less than 7 is 6. There's that nice number 6. Remember I said I was going to show you 1 more different way? Here's that number strip, that number line. And remember our number was 7. And to find 1 more, we look to the right. Well, to find 1 less, we look to the left. So, let me get a different color. Our number is 7. When we look to the left of 7, the number that is 1 less than 7 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's make some tally marks. Tally marks is our next one. So, Miss Smith may have showed you, and I hope Miss Beck did. I don't know if I did tally marks on 5, so I'm going to show you if I haven't, okay? So I'm going to make 7 tally marks. But I'm going to start by doing the set of 5. Now, to do 4 is pretty easy. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 little lines. But it's very important when I do my 5th one that I draw a diagonal line. So that makes a set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 and 2 more is 7. Now, boys and girls, say the number 7. 7. What letter sound do you hear at the beginning of 7? Like a snake. That's right, it's the letter S. So I'm going to spell the number word 7. S-E-V-E-N. Ta-da! Can you spell it with me? S-E-V-E-N. Let's count and see how many letters are in that word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters in the number 7. So today our number was 7. And we did one less tally marks, and number word. Kiss your brain, you are so smart. We also did do you remember the name of it? Survey. So make sure you send that to your teacher. Now, in our agenda, boys and girls, Miss Beck has shared a game that is online, and it's really super cool. And we'll go through the directions for that in just a moment. So today we're going to be practicing, in our main lesson, we're going to be practicing a 5 frame. Now, you saw one the other day when you were filling this up. Down here at the bottom is a 5 frame. And we call it a 5 frame because it has 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we completely fill up a 5 frame, that will show us the number 5. You got it. So let me completely fill that up. I would like to show that to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So a full 5 frame does show the number 5. Now, boys and girls, you will see, whoever you're working with, your grown up, that you have a special game to work on 5 frames. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on the 5 frame, and this is going to be an activity that you get to play, and it's loading. And this is what we call an interactive activity. And so, boys and girls, it will talk to you. The first question it will ask is, how many squares are empty? So for that, you just need to look at the 5 frame and you need to count the ones that don't have a chip. So let's practice one together. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are empty? 4. And it will give us a smiley face, okay? It also asks us some other questions. So it'll tell us a number to build. So it said move forward. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. When we're done, we click done. The third option is a little bit tricky. It says how many more to frame. So we look at how many are in the frame and we have to see how many more. So let's see how many are in that 5 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do we need any more? No, we don't. It was already filled up. Let's do one where we do need some more. All right, let's try. Okay, so don't do add. Don't do add. We're not doing that yet. You can do that if you have extra time, but that is not part of our lesson. How many? Build, fill. And it looks like you can use ladybugs too. I'm so glad we went through that because we don't want to do the adding part quite yet. If you want to explore that on your own, that's fine, but that is not part of our lesson. So we're going to see that we can count our circles up to 5. We can count to see how many circles are empty. We can count and fill a 5's frame, and we can explore how many it will take to fill that up given a number. Boys and girls, 5 frames are something we will use a whole lot. And then after we use 5 frames, we'll use 10 frames. 10 frames are something that are used a whole lot in math. So after you play the game, I want you to play the game at least 3 times, those different options that I went over. After you play the game, I want you to take your 5 frame from Miss Beck, and I want you to use your counters, and I would like you to show me the number 3 on your 5's frame, okay? And I want you to explain to your grown-up how you showed the number 3, okay? Boys and girls, when you do a 5's frame, you may not always fill it up in the same exact way. So consider that a little clue, okay? So you are going to do 3 counters on a 5's frame, and you are going to show me how you placed them. When you do it as a practice, you can do it in 3 different ways. And then when you turn it into Miss Beck, you are going to go ahead and just draw it out. Or you can actually just snap a picture of the counters on there. That's fine too. And you're going to explain to your grown-up how you place them. Okay, boys and girls? Thank you so much for coming by for our math lesson. And I think we did a lot of good work today. Do you think we did a lot of good work? Yes. Let's kiss our brains. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. And Miss Beck will see you later. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.